In a move against violation of FDI rules by foreign e-commerce giants Amazon and Flipkart, the Enforcement Directorate has raided multiple locations of sellers on Amazon and Flipkart. According to India Today, ED also raided subsidiaries of Amazon and Flipkart. To quote Indian Express, ED decided to initiate its investigation under the provisions of the Foreign Exchange Management Act based on complaints that the e-commerce platforms are violating India's FDI rules by directly or indirectly influencing the sale price of goods or services and not providing a level playing field to vendors. Notably, these raids come after a recent report by the Competition Commission of India that said that both Amazon and Flipkart violated India's competition laws. Now, let me remind you that recently Amazon and Flipkart have been under fire over their unfair business practices in India. We at the Pamphlet have covered extensively on this issue, multiple articles and videos on this topic. In September this year, we in one of our videos had clearly explained how Amazon and Flipkart have been ripping off small Indian retailers through their unfair business practices. You can watch that video on our YouTube or Twitter. As of now, the locations that ED raided in Delhi, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Panchkula were linked to sellers on Amazon and Flipkart's e-commerce platform. Reportedly, ED officials seized documents from the locations. As of now, no public comment has been made by Amazon or Flipkart. Now, we cannot confirm that these vendors or subsidiaries of Amazon and Flipkart must be the ones that have received undue benefits from e-commerce platforms. The CCI findings, which were first reported by Reuters, stated that Amazon and Flipkart gave preference to select sellers on their shopping websites. Both these platforms created an ecosystem where preferred sellers appeared higher in search results, elbowing out other sellers. The CCI also found out that Amazon and Flipkart were involved in predatory pricing, so the products of their favored brands or subsidiaries would be sold more than their rivals. For your information, as per the Indian law, e-commerce brands such as Amazon and Flipkart cannot own the product inventory but only act as conduits for sellers to customers. And various reports say that Amazon and Flipkart promoted sellers were often their own subsidiaries, which is a direct violation of Indian regulations. Notably, Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has often spoken about how these e-commerce platforms bend Indian rules and regulations for profits.
But I don't deny that e-commerce has a role. But we'll have to think very carefully and cautiously what that role is, how that role can be in a more organized fashion. Is predatory pricing policies good for the country? When Amazon says we're going to invest $1 billion in India and we all celebrate, we forget the underlying story that $1 billion is not coming in for any great service or any great investment to support the Indian economy. They made $1 billion loss in their balance sheet that year.
Indian traders have been complaining since years that Amazon and Flipkart indulge in unfair practices which harm local retailers in India. This should not mean that foreign companies cannot do business in India. In fact, India is a dream destination for global brands and investors, but they have to do business under the ambit of law following our regulations. If they harm our local sellers by creating an uneven field, then they should not play victim if Indian agencies come knocking at your door. If you like this video, then do follow us on our social media platforms.